Good afternoon, good evening, good day, everybody. It is Saturday, September 3rd, and you know what that means. I am your host at the castle on high, Jeremy Pierce. Welcome to the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. How are you all doing? As you know how we do, we're going to take a look at the week that was. It'll be August 27th to yesterday, September 2nd. As always, you can check me out on my socials, Charismatic Creations, on Facebook, Tumblr, and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and the 215 on Twitter. Last week, previously, we had the second part of our Master of Disguise series, and today we'll take a look at All Out 2022 preview and predictions. I got Clash at the Castle on the screen in front of me right now, and we're gonna get into it, but for now, you know what's next, so just go on and hit my music. So a woman that I've been a really big fan of for a long stretch of her career is Santana Garrett, and she is back in the WWE as a performance coach. I'm hoping she gets time to wrestle as well, but she is a true veteran in this business and very well respected. She's never really gotten a true time to shine. Mainly it's been in Impact, which is good, but I hope she gets another shot in the ring, but I'm happy for her. Apparently AEW is going all in on this women's show. It hasn't been announced, but it's coming. We know one of the major criticisms of AEW is that the lack of women's matches on Dynamite and Rampage, and the women's roster is limited to one match per show. And we'll dive into this when we get to another story, but it looks like they may be getting their own show. Jessica Havoc is signed with Impact Wrestling. She's officially part of the roster. Looks like she was on maybe a per deal, and she's back. This time she's kind of a single star. She's got a nice little push going on. Carmelo provided us with an injury update. She's not sure yet when she'll be medically clear, but she's still recovering, and she wants to get back in the ring as soon as possible. So it could be in the near future. It sounds like it might be in the near future, but you can notice that she's been away from TV. Ratings for last week from the 26th up until now, Smackdown did 2.3 million viewers with a .50 in the 18 to 49 demo. It's pretty good. Raw did a 2.1 million viewers with a .50 in the 18 to 49 demo, so that's not bad either. Rampage did 431,000 viewers with a .48 in the 18 to 49 demo. That's down from the previous week, and they've got to do something. They are hemorrhaging viewers. NXT, for its go home show for Worlds Collide, did 676,000 viewers with a .15 in the 18 to 49 demo. That's a little bit down by about 2,000 viewers, but I mean, we're not really expecting much with NXT. Lady Frost, her release that she asked for from Impact has been denied. She asked for her release 2 months ago, but it has not been granted. She hasn't been used. She's not been paid because her deal is a pay per deal instead of being a full-time salaried contract wrestler for the promotion. This sounds like something that needs to be worked out. She's got great talent. She can be used properly on the roster, and I hope they can kind of figure that out. Bobby Fish, he is a free agent. His AEW contract has come to an end, which sucks. I'm hoping they can work out a deal with him to get him back with the Undisputed back in AEW because he does not need to go to WWE at all. Mercedes Martinez, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, is currently injured. We don't know how long she's been injured for, but hoping she gets come back. And Tony Khan is working on getting AEW Ring of Honor a TV deal, so hopefully they can get that done. Dynamite's ratings for this week for the Go Home Show for All Out are a little bit down. They brought in 1.02 million viewers. This is only a little bit down from last week's show, which was a 1.04, and they brought in a 0.35 in the 18 to 49 demo. Tony Khan had a call for All Out, and the major thing was him shooting down the criticism of Thunder Rosa getting a short promo to say that she's injured and there will be an interim champion, whereas CM Punk got 8 minutes. Now he's saying that yes, compared to Punk, he's going to do better in ratings. An 8-minute promo for him is going to do better. But here's the thing: it's a double-edged sword because he doesn't give the woman the time to be able to cut those promos. You know why the women WWE can now main event shows, open shows, cut long promos? Because they gave them the time to do it, and they treated them respectfully and treated them as equals to the men. Tony Khan has especially not done that with Thunder Rosa, and it's on him. And he's being dragged. He is slowly killing the AEW Women's Division, because if it's not Jade, if it's not Britt, then you don't matter. And he needs to get his shit together. It's that fucking simple. I'm off my soapbox now. WWE has gone cold on Gable Steveson after his poor training. Apparently, he's been training with Mr. Kennedy, and it's just not been going well. His reviews haven't been good, and they put a lot of stock into this kid. They put a lot of stock into him, and right now he will not be on TV. He has to get better. It is that simple. That's the news, and we shall be right back. All right, so we've got a solid week. We've had a solid week. Raw, even bitch ass NXT. Good Lord. Dynamite, Smackdown, Impact. It's all here. So Raw had their go home show for Clash at the Castle. I wrote Fallout show on my sheet. It's the go home show. So we open up with the Judgment Day defeating Ziggler and AJ Styles. Solid match, nothing really to rave about. But Edge and the Mysterios return. They attack the Judgment Day, and Dom has a chance to take out Rhea, and he doesn't. It looks like Rhea may have a little spell on him. I want to see where this goes. Alexa, Bianca, and Asuka won a squash match. They cut a promo afterwards for their match at Clash at the Castle. Miz won't talk about what happened with Loomis. He just won't, and now he's acting paranoid. We had an Alpha Academy segment, and they were joined by Kurt Angle, and this is a match that I want to see Gable versus Kurt Angle so bad. But this leads to the Academy versus the Street Profits. With if the Academy wins, then Kurt Angle will have to join the Academy. The Profits win, they all share some milk. So it's cool. It was a fun segment. We had an interview segment with Riddle and Rollins, and it got real. Like, they said the basic stuff, but they did that thing where they go to commercial, they think the cameras aren't rolling anymore, and then Rollins takes straight shots at Riddle. Oh my God, it reminded me of Rampage and Rashad Evans, their feud. Oh my God. Lashley beat The Miz, and The Miz is straight spazzing. That's what caused him to lose the match. Edge has a little bit of fun with Kurt Angle with the whole cards thing, and it was really funny. And Dom wants to know why he's not teaming up with his father to take on the Judgment Day. And Ray just says, yo, he just needs the experience with Edge, but we need Dom there. Dom's clearly turning. He's clearly turning. We had a bloodline segment with KO and Sami. It was fun. Oh my god. The face turn for Sami is coming. This led to a match between KO and Jey Uso, which KO won after Sami wouldn't hit KO with the chair. I'm ready for it. Listen, KO and Sami are going to be the ones to beat the Usos for the tag team titles. All right. As Miz is leaving, Lumis is in his back seat. We had an interview with Johnny Gargano in the stadium earlier in the day, which was interrupted by Theory. So we're building up to this feud. And in our main event, Raquel and Aaliyah win the women's tag team championships, defeating Dakota Kai and Io Sky. But here's the thing. Dakota was pinned. She wasn't the legal woman. We got to do something. Now, I get why Aaliyah and Raquel won. It's easier for Aaliyah and Raquel to win right now and eventually lose to Sasha and Naomi instead of just having Sasha and Naomi show up and defeat Io and Dakota. And it's good to give Io and Dakota their first loss early instead of having to be down the line. Over on Bitch NXT, they had their fallout, their go-home show for Worlds Collide. And I'll just run down the match card for Worlds Collide and give you my predictions. We got a North American Championship. Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet. Melo don't miss. He's winning that. NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Kayden Carter and Katana Chance taking on Nikki ASH and Doudrop. Kayden and Katana are winning. This is their second defense, I believe. Unification match for the NXT Tag Team and NXT UK Tag Team Championships. The Diamond Mine NXT champions versus Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen. NXT UK champions versus Pretty Deadly versus Gallus. This is a toss-up, but I'm going to put my money on the Diamond Mine. They're the best team here. We have a unification match for the NXT Women's and NXT UK Women's Championship. I am putting my this is Mandy Rose, the NXT champion, defending versus Mako Sato Mayura, the NXT UK Championship versus Blair Davenport. Fuck Mandy Rose. She's trash. I don't care that her reign is over 300 days. She's done nothing in her reign. And I don't think Mako wants to be in the United States and keeps traveling. So I'm putting my money on Blair Davenport to walk away as your new champion. And in our main event, the NXT and NXT UK Championship will be unified as Braun Breaker. The NXT champion will be taking on Tyler Bate, the NXT UK champion. And I think Tyler Bate is probably going to win this. So I'm going to go with Mr. Tyler Bate. Over on Dynamite, we had a solid all-out go-home show. Mox with the usual fire promo. He carries himself like a star. He knows he's a star. He knows he's the best. And that's what you do. He left an open contract in the ring for a title match at All Out, which Ace Steel took. We'll get to that later in the show. Daniel Garcia apologized to Chris Jericho. And then Daniel Garcia beat Jake Hager. This is a nice, good technical match. Garcia then stopped the JS from jumping Danielson. This is going to be good. W. Morrissey shows up and takes out the Wingman. He joins Stokely Hathaway's stable, and Stokely doesn't like being questioned by Tony Schiavone. But now Stokely's stable is Morrissey, Lee Moriarty, the Gun Club, and who am I missing? Ethan Page. Let's see what they do. Sheeta and Tony Storm defeated Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. This is a warm-up for the Women's Championship match. This is the only women's segment on the entire show because Tony Khan doesn't like women's wrestling. CM Punk promo saying CM Punk things. He's in Chicago. He got the open contract. Ace still cut a promo for him. We got our main event for All Out. Solid interview segment with Christian and Jungle Boy. And Christian was told by Jungle Boy, you're not facing Jungle Boy. You're facing Jack Perry. Wardlow and FTR won the squash match. Wheeler Yuta wins a fatal 4-way over Ray Phoenix, Roosh, and Dante Martin. These are 4 of the 7 men that will be in the Casino Ladder match. And the Elite advance over the United Empire in the Trios Finals. So they'll be taking on the winner of the Best Friends and Dark Order. 10 and Uno were taken out by Andrade, so they'll get some help from, well, Hangman Page. This was inevitable. Over on Impact, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett won the Tag Team Championships, defeating the Good Brothers. Mike Bailey beat Kenny King. Mickie James says she's on the road to retirement. This is kind of going to be like kind of like Ric Flair's retirement angle. Heath attacked Eddie Edwards, and Masha Slamovich in the main event defeated Deonna Purrazzo. Over on SmackDown, we had our Clash of the Castle go home show and the Roman Reigns 2-year celebration. The Viking Raiders, in essentially an Extreme Rules match, defeated the Good Brothers, the New Day. This match went long. This match went like almost 30 minutes. There's still issues between the Usos and Sami, more so Jey than Sami, but Sami's great here. Karrion Kross wins his debut squash match over Drew Gulak. Ronda Rousey's unsuspended and armbars Adam Pearce, and this is the best that Ronda Rousey has ever been presented. They have finally gotten it right with Ronda Rousey. It's ridiculous. She's presented as a badass. She's presented as a star. Presented as a face. It's just so good, and I can't believe it took them this long to present Ronda like this. Hit Row beat the Maxim male models. Corbin loses again. This time to Shinsuke Nakamura, and he's walking backstage. And I was hoping we get down bad Corbin, but it looks like he left with JBL, so we might get another repackage for Corbin. Butch in his Pete Dunne gear defeated Ludwig Kaiser in our main event segment as we were celebrating the Bloodline and Roman Reigns' 2-year celebration. Well, Drew McIntyre took them all out. First, he Claymore Roman, who was getting out of the car. He took out Sami, he took out the Usos, and he just wrecked shop. Over on Rampage, we opened up with our Rampage finals in the Trios tournament. The Dark Order won, defeating the Best Friends. Rey Fenix wins a squash match. Ruby, Soho, and Ortiz beat Sami and Ty Mello. We had an Athena and Jade interview. The Motor City Machine Guns confronted FTR and said, yo, we respect you, but we gonna beat that ass. And in our main event, Ricky Starks beat QT Marshall. Then Hobbs came out and we had a big old brawl, and Bryan Danielson took confronted Jericho, who was at the desk. Our matches of the week from Raw: Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. From Dynamite, the Elite versus the United Empire. And from SmackDown, the Viking Rules match, the Viking Raiders versus the New Day. Our star of the week, it's a tie. It's a tie. Originally, I was just gonna go with Sami, but it's got to be Sami Zayn and Will Ospreay. When it comes to Will, we can see what kind of star he truly is. We got the beef between him and Kenny Omega. And Will just got to show how good he really is in the ring. Sami Zayn's a star because it's Sami Zayn. He's killing it with this whole bloodline shtick, being a part of the bloodline, being cool with Jimmy Uso but not being cool with Jey Uso. The seeds are planted for him turning on the Usos and finally teaming back up with Kevin Owens again. It's great. It's really fucking great. But we shall be right. All Out. Now, I always get All Out confused for this one reason. AEW's first ever show was All In. So I always assumed that All Out was their quote unquote WrestleMania. It's actually Double or Nothing. Every company has their own WrestleMania. WWE has WrestleMania. Impact has Bound for Glory. AEW has Double or Nothing. So we're here. I guess you can call All Out SummerSlam. That makes sense. You know what I mean? But we've got a really, really jam-packed show for you. AEW doing, I think there's 15 matches. There's 15 matches on this show. 15 matches. Oh my God. There are 4 on the pre-show, and that's where we'll start. So first up, we'll start with Eddie Kingston versus Tomohiro Ishii. These two know each other very, very well. Now, obviously, you're wondering why Eddie isn't facing Sami. Well, the backstage drama that they had, because this was supposed to be Eddie versus Sami. So now it looks like Eddie will take on a former foe, someone that he knows very, very well. This is their second match, which Ishii won the first. And in a solid match, they wrestled at New Japan's Capital Collision, and Eddie's just going to win. We know what Eddie's capable of, and we know Ishii's one of the GOATs. So I'm perfectly fine with Eddie winning this match. Next up, we've got Hook defending the FTW Championship versus Cool Hand Angelo Parker of the Jericho Appreciation Society. This won't be a squash, but Hook will be putting Parker to sleep. This is going to be fun. Hook's a walking meme, and we'll just do Hook defeating Parker. Then he'll go and defend the match against Magic Matt. So Daddy Magic Matt Menard. So I expect this to be a fine, fun match, and it won't go very long. Next up, we have the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions. So it's Ty Mello and Sammy Guevara, who are the champions, defending against Ortiz and Ruby Soho. So this will be the third time this grouping has faced each other, and Ortiz and Ruby already defeated Ty and Sammy on Rampage. This could go either way, but I like Ortiz and Ruby to win here to kind of get some more work. Ty and Sammy don't really need it. They don't need the heat. They already have enough heat. And Ortiz and Ruby can go kind of not be featured on Dynamite, but more so do dark and defend the championships everywhere else. Kind of like our next match, which is the All Atlantic Championship. Pac will be defending against Kip Sabian. Now, here's my thing. People are complaining that Pac, doesn't defend the title. He defends it across the world. That's the point of an All Atlantic Championship. They show the matches on Dark. Gives you a reason to watch Dark. And Kip Sabian has been doing this box gimmick for over a year now, and he's been stalking Pac, wanting a shot at the championship. And listen, I think Pac's not walking out champion. Kip Sabian's going to be leaving as your new All Atlantic Championship, and he'll be the next one to go and defend it overseas. Hopefully, we can get a title defense on Dynamite somewhere, but take Kip Sabian to win this match. Now, the main card, 11 matches on the main card. 11. So, let's just dive into this. We got a match that is really, really random, and I think the main reason this match is going down is because of injuries that have occurred. But we have the team of Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns, representing Impact Wrestling, will be taking on our TNT champion Wardlow and the AAA, IWGP, and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions FTR. And Liv Morgan out here busting sunset flip power bombs. Okay, this is mainly started. This feud has started between Jay Lethal and Wardlow, with the Jay Lethal wanting the TNT championship, and it's just kind of blossom and pinnacle with Wardlow needing help from his whole old Pinnacle teammates FTR, and FTR help level the playing field so Dutt doesn't really wrestle, and you don't want to really give Satnam Singh a loss. So Jay Lethal called some old friends of his the Motor City Machine Guns. Now, what's crazy about this is we didn't get a match between FTR and the Machine Guns leading up to this match. I don't know why. It's if I'm assuming that if Jay Lethal and the Machine Guns wins, Jay Lethal will get another TNT championship. So this should be a fun match. I don't need this match. Look, we've got 11 matches on the main card, 4 on the pre-show. We don't need a lot of these matches to go long, okay? The pre-show, you can fit those 4 matches into the first hour. But for this one, this joint only needs to go 10 minutes. And I really do expect FTR and the Guns to do a lot of the work here. But I like Jay Lethal and the Machine Guns to win. Wardlow and FTR can kind of take the loss. They're fine. They'll be fine. So take Jay Lethal and the Machine Guns to win this match. Next up, we've got the House of Black versus Sting, Darby Allin, and Miro. So this is really blossomed, this feud. So really originally started with the House of Black just murdering Darby Allin each and every week. But Darby did win the coffin match against Brody King. Sting got the mist into his eyes, and so did Miro. But Miro wants to redeem the pagans, as he puts it. Redeem the pagans. This match will be fun. Again, this match doesn't need to go long either. 10 minutes here. You see some many styles. You're going to have the high-flying athleticism between Darby, Matthews, and Malachi Black. The strength with Sting, with Miro and Brody King, and then there's Sting to do what Sting does, and that's to help make the show look good. I actually like the House of Black to win this match with Sting taking the pin from a black mass. Yeah, I said it. Sting is taking the pin here. Next up, the TBS Championship. Jade Cargill defending against Athena. Now listen, there are 2 undefeated streaks on the line. This rivalry's kind of picked up, and Athena will probably be the best challenge for Jade, but she's here right now to make Jade look good. I think Jade might just go undefeated until she gets to 50, get that 50 burger, and then lose. Jade's winning this. This really should be Chris Statlander, but Chris is hurt, and Jade's just going to be a dominant champion. It's that simple. This match should also go about 10 minutes. Again, certain matches are just going to have to go long. This should not be one of them. Next up, Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy. Now, this feud has been funny because it's just been Christian shitting on wrestlers with dead fathers, and he's just been shitting on Jungle Boy. It's quite impressive, actually. It's actually quite hilarious. Just fiery comments from both people, and I don't expect this to be a long match. I don't even expect this to be a real wrestling match. I just expect this to be a fight. Now, this is a match I can see go 3, 4, 5 minutes with Jungle Boy winning, making a statement, getting a statement win not just for him but for the locker room. The only other alternative I can see is Luchasaurus turning on Jungle Boy and aligning himself with Christian. And we can get a Jungle Boy Christian rivalry. So we shall see. This should be like a fun, really fun brawl type of match. They're going to kill each other. I don't think there is anything else to it. Luchasaurus is the true wild card here. Yeah. Next up, the Casino ladder match, a tradition unlike any other. with the winner of this match getting a world championship opportunity. Our participants are Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli, Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta, Penta Escorto, Rey Fenix, Rush, Andrade El Idolo, Dante Martin, and there will always, as always, be a Joker. Usually, the Joker wins these matches. It's just how it is. So, question is, who's the Joker? Tanahashi, Ibushi, Shibata, Will Ospreay, even maybe possibly a returning MJF. The Joker wins this match. First of all, this match is going to be fucking nuts. This match is going to be bananas. Bananas. It's going to. I pray that nobody gets hurt in this match. I do, because these dudes are going to be flying all over the place. But again, like I said, the winner is almost always the Joker. And I don't think it'll be Ospreay, just because he put out on Twitter that he thanked Tony Khan for his time in AEW. He's going back to New Japan. He's got some duties. So here's the thing. I really do believe MJF is going to play a role in this show, some way, somehow. So I'm going to go with a returning MJF as the Joker to win this match. Next up, we got another blood feud. Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse. Now this upsets me, because I liked Team Taz. I liked Ricky. I liked Powerhouse Hobbs. And I thought they should have gotten time as tag team champions. I honestly believe they should have got time as tag team champions. But Ricky lost the match, and then Hobbs turned on him. And here's what I see. I see Hobbs dominating this match. Absolutely dominating this match, especially with Hobbs trying to go after Ricky's neck. But Ricky's going to win. He's going to pick up a smart victory, maybe with a roll-up, the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment. Like I said, Ricky's going to dominate. He's probably going to get his heat back after the match by still taking out Ricky, but take Ricky to defeat Powerhouse. Powerhouse. Next up, we've got our World Tag Team Championship match. Swerve in our glory, the champions Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland defending against the Acclaim. And this is probably going to be the fun match, because we like these teams. We love Swerve in our glory. We love the Acclaim. And this match just comes out of the Acclaim getting respect from Swerve and Keith Lee, helping them. The Acclaim have gotten multiple tag team title shots and have lost all of them. So you can't have both teams lose, but you got to look good. And I expect a DQ win for one of these teams, just because AEW doesn't do a lot of DQ wins, and we can set up a triple threat match with Swerve in our glory and the Acclaimed. So there's no real winner here. Just know that it's probably ending in a DQ. Next up, we have the Anyone But You Brit match. So as you know, Thunder Rosa is injured and she cannot defend the championship, so we will have ourselves an interim championship. It'll be Hikaru Shida, Toni Storm, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter in a fatal 4-way, and we'll have an interim champion decided. Anybody but Britt. Simply put, anybody but Britt. Anybody but her. Toni winning would be great, because she was probably going to beat Rosa at All Out, and it's her time. She's on a roll. Shida is the longest reigning champion in AEW's history. Not just woman, between the men and the women, she's the longest reigning champion. And maybe she can get another reign just being in front of fans. And I'm all for Jamie Hayter winning. I'm actually for Jamie Hayter winning by pinning Britt Baker. All right, that's like her pinning Britt would be such a great feud. But I like Toni Storm winning here, walking away as champion, and she can be someone that can help elevate other women in the division, put on good matches. I'm fine with Toni winning. I'm fine with Sheeta winning. I'm fine with Jamie Hayter winning. Just anybody but Britt Baker, and I hope the fans boo the fuck out of Britt. All right, I'm off my high horse. We've got our trios finals to crown the first ever AEW trios champions, and it'll be the Elites, the team of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, taking on the Dark Order and Hangman Page. The Dark Order team will be John Silver and Alex Reynolds, as Evil Uno and 10 have been taken out. And this is where we're always headed. It sucks that the best friends haven't really got a time to shine, but this should be fun. So here's the real question. Do you bring back Kenny just to have him lose in the finals? Or do you do something like put the belts on the Dark Order to help elevate them? This is going to be weird. We can help elevate the Dark Order. Kenny and the Bucks. Listen, I told y'all we had a show where I said the first trio champions, in my opinion, should have been the Gun Club, but obviously they're apart now. So I like this match to be fun. I like to see Kenny and Hangman head to head one more time. I'm gonna go on a limb and take the Dark Order and Hangman Page to win this. This should be some good storytelling, and they are the underdogs. They're not expected to win. We have Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho, a battle of wrestler versus sports entertainment, the American Dragon versus the Lionheart. Ooh. So when you hear Lionheart, that means Jericho's going to be wrestling. If you ever seen the Lion Tamer, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move. So here's my thing. Now this is a match I could see go long. This match should probably go 15 minutes. But here's the thing. JAS, they're not winning. Bryan Danielson's winning this match. And I can see this ending with Daniel Garcia being kicked out of the JAS. They are a big faction. All right, I can see him being kicked out of the JAS and joining the BCC, which will make them, in my opinion, the most dominant faction in wrestling, even above the Bloodline. Just Daniel Garcia not being in the JAS just makes sense. You'd have Jericho, Sami, Parker, Menard, Hager, Ty, and Anna Jay. Garcia's the odd man out, and this will be a good, solid wrestling match, as much as Jericho doesn't want to admit it. But take Bryan Danielson to win. And in our main event, the AEW World Championship, CM Punk taking on the world champion Jon Moxley. And as Punk said, this won't be the first John he beats in Chicago for a world championship. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I'm fine with how we got here. I'm fine with the squash. I'm fine with the storytelling. It's a little heavy-handed on Punk's side, because Mox is a star. Now, this match will go long. This match will go 25, 30 minutes. It doesn't need to. 20 minutes is fine. But I think the only outcome of this match is CM Punk defeating Jon Moxley for the championship. Period. End of story. Period. That's just how it's going to go. Mox is a star. Punk is a star. But these dudes will do their very, very best to put on a fantastic show. And that's what we want from these guys. That's what we want to see from these men. So take Punk to win. I don't expect Punk to have a long reign after this. I expect him to probably lose the championship by Full Gear. And we can go in a different direction with Mox. So to what end, I don't know. It's going to be hard for him not to always be in the main event picture. But take CM Punk to win the match. So let's run it down one more time. 0 Hour. Eddie Kingston over Ishii. Hook over Angelo Parker. Ortiz and Ruby Soho over Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello. Kip Sabian over Pac. On our main card, Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns over Wardlow and FTR. House of Black over Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. Jade Cargill over Athena. Jungle Boy over Christian Cage. The Joker wins the Casino ladder match. Ricky Starks over Powerhouse Hobbs. Swerve in Our Glory over The Acclaimed. Tony Storm over Shida, Hayter, and Britt Baker. The Dark Order and Hangman Page over The Elite. Bryan Danielson over Chris Jericho. And CM Punk over Jon Moxley. That's what I'm going with. That's the AEW All Out predictions. Tell me what you think. Am I going to get it right? Am I going to get it wrong? Vote. Go vote on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, my socials, Charismatic Creations 52 on Charismatic _ Creations 52 on Instagram, Charismatic Creations on Facebook, Tumblr, and YouTube. The Twitter is the 215. And next week we'll be looking at NXT 2.0 so far. See how far they come from between the Black and Gold up until Worlds Collide. And as always, Xylee, Wendy Chu, Shotzi Blackheart, and Gigi Dolan. Gigi, get better. Holla at your boy. Peace.